Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Jacqueline has the evening off. Topping our news this evening, the search continues for a suspect or suspects involved in the murder of a Bradenton man more than a month ago. The body of Jose Barajas Santibanez was found in a wooded area in Mayaca City, and his car was found abandoned in Palmetto. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us now live from the Manatee County Sheriff's Office with more on the story tonight. Rick?
Yes, Scott, good evening. There's now a $5,000 reward being offered. The 42-year-old went missing last month before his body was found. His body did have trauma to the upper body, and former neighbors of Santibanez say he was a very nice man who was very hardworking.
I'm shocked that it would happen to somebody like him. Like I said, there's people out here that do things that are unexplainable, take lives that they shouldn't be taking. It's not their job to do that. But yeah, he was overall a great guy. He's missed. He's very missed.
And if you do know anything more about this murder, you're being asked to contact the Manatee County Sheriff's Office immediately. We'll have a lot more on this coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. Reporting live from Bradenton this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Scott, back to you.
Okay, Rick, thank you. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies are looking for a man involved in 2 armed burglaries that happened just a few hours ago. Around 3:30 this afternoon, deputies were called to a residential burglary on Grand Cayman Street where gunshots were reported fired. Investigators say the suspect took off toward Doobie Street where a second resident reported another armed burglary. The suspect is described as white, in his mid-20s, thin build, blonde hair, wearing a black hooded jacket and ball cap, and armed with a handgun. No injuries have been reported, and the investigation continues tonight. Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall officials say an aerialist who fell during a Thursday night show appears to be okay. Aerialist Tiffany Calderon Jorge fell from about 10 feet high during one of the final acts in the Cirque Dreams Holidays show. The show ended immediately, and the performer was taken to Sarasota Memorial Hospital. Her x-rays reportedly came back negative, according to the Cirque Dreams production company, who added Calderon Jorge is in good spirits one day later. Those who saw the fall say it looked like it could have been much worse.
I saw her all of a sudden just fly. My first reaction was, this can't be part of the act. I mean, and then when you heard that sickening thump, you know, then you knew something was very, very wrong.
Yeah. I ran backstage afterwards. She could wiggle her toes. She could move. She never lost consciousness. She was talking.
According to the performer's Facebook page, she has been with the company since November of this year. The city of Northport is hoping to reduce the homeless population in the area by making it easier to receive help. ABC 7's Christopher Bradley is now live with more on that effort tonight. Christopher?
Good evening. The city of Northport is removing barriers that often stand in the way of those who are in need.
On Friday, Northport Mayor Vanessa Carasone was busy sorting boxes of foods, toys, and goods.
We were able to get a huge amount of gifts, and All Faith Food Bank stepped in and actually are providing food for the families.
The families are in need and were having a hard time finding help. Mayor Carasone and the Northport community stepped up. Sadly, there are still folks desperately in need.
Homelessness and affordability is not what it used to be. Now we have a huge amount of working poor.
For people who need help, Northport Social Services is there. The department is getting an upgrade, a new computer software system that will better fit people with the help they need. A city staffer will plug the information in and
it'll basically spit out the available resources that are out there in the community across Sarasota County.
The system will better pair people with outside groups and nonprofits.
If they need food, if they need their power paid, if they need rental services, JFCS gives first, last, and security to some of these folks who just can't save up enough money.
The city has been doing this program for years. They found there was some duplication of services. However, they're hopeful this new program will solve that.
We'll hopefully make sure, one, that there isn't a duplication of services, and two, that we're spreading out the help that's available.
In the end, Mayor Carasone said the program will be a big improvement for Northport's most in need.
Northport's a community of kindness. Our primary goal is to make sure our people are good, our employees are good.
The new program will work in conjunction with Sarasota County. It will begin January 3rd. Live in Northport, Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Christopher, thank you so much. Let's get a check now on our Friday evening weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Finally Friday, Scott. Things looking pretty good, too, throughout most of the day. We had that fog around this morning. Calm conditions out on the waters. A lot of folks out there boating today, too. And it looks like the weekend is pretty good for boating, with the exception of that little bit of fog that'll be thick in some areas. Again, that could be an issue for us to start the day off on Saturday. Right now, comfortable, 72 degrees. The dew point, one thing to note, has lowered. At this time yesterday, it was at 71 degrees. So the dew point depression, we call it, the spread between the dew point and the temperature, it's a little higher. That means the fog will have a little bit difficult time to develop quickly this evening, but we'll see it later on tonight. North winds at 3, very light. The barometer 30-15, and that is continuing to rise. Temperatures will stay warm, too, right into the mid-60s by 11 o'clock tonight. And just a few clouds around. There is a storm system located to the north of us, which is a quick moving storm system. It's bringing snow into the panhandle of Texas, even into central Oklahoma tonight. We'll let you know how this will have an impact on our weather coming up in just a few minutes. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. The Florida citrus industry has struggled for the past several years, dealing with everything from diseased crops to bad weather. But as ABC 7's Bo Beth Yates shows us tonight, help may be on the way.
When you think of the negative impacts associated with the recent storms and hurricanes that came through the area, the citrus industry isn't the first thing that comes to mind. But in fact, citrus growers have suffered massive losses. But now the federal government aims to help.
About 70% of the crop was on the ground after the hurricane came through. So,
citrus farmer Dean Mixon is talking about the devastating impact caused by Hurricane Irma. Mixon says statewide, citrus growers were left with little to no fruit on their trees, but the loss of fruit is just the beginning of their issues.
It's harder and harder to get quality fruit. Some of the lingering damage from the hurricane where the water stood in the groves for a while are starting to show up now that it's gotten drier.
But in a surprising proposal, about $2.6 million for crop losses was added to the disaster relief bill. And according to a press release from Congressman Vern Buchanan's office, a bill that would provide tax incentives to farmers who cannot afford to replace their damaged trees was added to the tax bill. But while many praise both measures, growers like Mixon are skeptical.
So far, everything has come out. The grower hasn't seen any of it. Some of it's gone into research, but we really haven't seen any results of any of the money that's come through in the past. So hopefully it'll pass down to the growers and into the packing houses and people that are to help keep them going.
In addition to the losses suffered from the storm, citrus growers say they are also dealing with the loss of crops from citrus greening, making this one of the worst citrus production years ever. Bo Beth Yates, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Well, Beth, thank you. State lawmakers are looking to raise the legal smoking age from 18 to 21. Florida may soon follow the lead of 5 other states. There are now bills in both the State House and Senate that propose only allowing Floridians over the age of 21 to use tobacco products. Here on the Suncoast, some argue if 18-year-olds can vote and serve in the military, they should be able to use tobacco products if they want. Others say it could reduce the cost of health care for everyone because it would cut down on tobacco-related illnesses.
If you start smoking young, you're much more likely to stay on it for the rest of your life. I think if you start smoking at a later age, there's a good chance that you'll at least be a temporary smoker.
One concern that even doctors have is how the law would be enforced. One bill proposes a penalty of 20 hours of community service for first-time offenders and 40 hours for a second offense within 1 year. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, heated debates continue locally and nationally about issues in politics. Why many people are now questioning the leadership in Washington. And we'll have new details about what happened just moments before a train derailed in Washington State.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7.
Why is Congress so broken? Why can't you all get something done? Why can't you, solve basic problems? And, unfortunately, there are far too many people on both sides of the aisle that are putting their party in front of their country.
A former Florida congressman talking about the lost art of compromise in politics. I'm Alan Cohn. We'll celebrate bipartisanship at the Trapezoid.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
If high performance art is what you're into, look no further than Sunset Fiat of Sarasota. For maximum performance, check out the all-new Fiat Spider. You'll flip over the superior handling and capability. Or follow roads less traveled in the Fiat 500X. No matter what your passion is, there's a Fiat for everyone. Prices starting as low as $13,999 during the Big Finish event. Going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC 7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
For 30 years, it's been an honor for the Michael's on Ice team to serve you.
We love that our restaurant, wine cellar, and ballroom have become your favorite gathering places, and we love catering your parties.
From everyday celebrations to life's greatest occasions, please join us soon for new culinary adventures. A toast to 30 years.
And to many more.
Season's greetings from ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
Before taking off for his Christmas vacation today, President Trump signing some important bills that lawmakers approved earlier in the week. The president also took the opportunity to tout his 2017 successes and promised taxpayers will be seeing more in their paychecks come February. Natasha Chen has a story from the nation's capital.
Before getting on Air Force One to celebrate the holidays, President Trump told reporters he had intended to sign the tax bill in January until he saw TV newscasts questioning whether he'd keep his promise of signing by Christmas.
I called downstairs. I said, get it ready. We have to sign it now.
He said he's proud of the bill, saying it will help the middle class and boost jobs, promising that by February 1st, many people will get a pleasant surprise in their paychecks.
And they see, wow, what happened? I have a lot more money in here.
The president also said it was the cuts to corporate tax rates that prompted companies like AT&T, Boeing, Wells Fargo, and Comcast to announce they would pass on some of those cuts to their employees.
Corporations are literally going wild over this.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell also celebrated the passing of the tax reform bill, the first significant changes to the tax code in about 30 years.
Not a single year of 3% growth during the Obama years. We attributed that to excessive regulation and a failure to address the tax code.
The president also signed a short-term funding bill to keep the government open through January 19th. That includes $4 billion for missile defense. This stopgap measure had to be done because Congress cannot agree on a budget. But President Trump said he believes Democrats will play ball in 2018.
I really do believe we're going to have a lot of bipartisan work done, and maybe we start with infrastructure.
In Washington, I'm Natasha Chen reporting.
And a lot has happened in politics lately. Politicians across the country are stepping down after sexual assault allegations, and more evidence is coming out regarding the Trump administration possibly colluding with Russia. This brings many people to question the leadership in Washington.
The number one question I got while serving in the Congress for 4 years was, Patrick, why is Congress so broken? Why can't you all get something done? Why can't you, solve basic problems? And, unfortunately, there are far too many people on both sides of the aisle that are putting their party in front of their country.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, Alan Cohn will discuss all these issues, including an exclusive interview with former Florida Congressman Patrick Murphy. We're learning more tonight about the moments before an Amtrak passenger train derailed Monday morning in Washington State. The National Transportation Safety Board releasing information found on the train's data recorder today. That data reveals the train's engineer commented 6 seconds before derailment that the train may be going too fast. Camera footage recovered at the crash site also revealed the engineer applied the brakes shortly before the accident, but did not appear to use emergency brakes. The train was traveling at 78 miles an hour when it crashed. The speed limit on that section of track is 30 miles an hour. 3 people were killed, 100 others hurt Monday when that train derailed in Washington State. Up next, we're going to get back with Bob Harrigan, who will check out our First Alert weather forecast for the holiday weekend.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Do you have type 2 diabetes, which requires daily blood monitoring? If you have diabetes, are you on Medicare, Obamacare, or other health insurance? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for diabetic testing supplies at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you. Our accredited staff will handle all of your paperwork for free. And best of all, your diabetic testing supplies are shipped directly to your home for free. Call now to see if you qualify for a meter upgrade and a free pedometer to monitor your daily walking. Use alternate testing sites, a smaller blood sample, and even hear your results out loud. Will you qualify for diabetic testing supplies and an upgraded meter covered by Medicare, Obamacare, or health insurance at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you?
Find out for free by calling the Diabetes Resource Center at 1-800-394-1098. That's 1-800-394-1098, 1-800-394-1098.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves some green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
To me and others I've talked to, Bob, this week has moved glacially.
Yeah.
But we are here at Friday.
That's right. We are here Friday, and we got the big day coming up Monday. Yeah. The big day being Scott's birthday. It's Scott's birthday. Happy birthday, Scott.
Thanks.
We'll be on vacation, so to speak, throughout that week. But we are looking at beautiful weather, and it has been nice. It's been real slow as far as the winds go, too. Not much going on wind-wise. This high pressure has been dominating our weather. Siesta Key, this from Richard just sent in too from pics at mysuncoast.com. And this one, Sarasota Bay, we got a nice shot from Helen R. Helen R, that's what I got on the email there. Helen, appreciate it. Nice palm trees right there. Nice to send those home or put them on social media to all the folks back up north and let them know how beautiful the weather is right here. Van Wezel webcam showing that too. With just a few clouds this afternoon. There's a little bit of haze out there. The dew point, one thing to note, has come down a little bit. And when that comes down, that means we're not going to see as much fog develop quickly. We saw it pretty quick last night, and then again this morning, thicken up. But we're still going to get it, but it's not going to be as widespread early on. And now what we have is a low pressure area developing, a very quick low pressure area moving off to the northeast. Basically, it's not going to have a huge impact on our weather, but it will swing a cold front our way. It's due to arrive Christmas Eve, and with that in mind, showers are possible, but the rain chance very small, only at 20% for a passing shower Christmas Eve and Christmas morning too. A heavier rain off to the north of us. There's no major storms now, right now. That's good news too, with all the traveling expected over the upcoming days here. But as far as our radar picture goes, nothing to report around town. And it should stay rain-free on Saturday and most of Sunday. And if we see anything at all Sunday night, it'll be light. 72 degrees right now, the dew point 64. We have a north wind 3 miles an hour, and the pressure now 30.15 inches. And that dew point now at 63, 64 degrees, right around there. Last night at this time it was at 71. And 80 degree our high today. 72 is our normal. And that's about as chilly as it gets in terms of average temperatures. And 53 is our average low temperature. Now, low this morning was 62, well above the average, and 85 the record. No rainfall to report. It's been dry, and it will stay that way too, as I said, for much of the weekend. 62 in Jacksonville now. It's a little bit warmer in Orlando. It's 73, 77 in Miami, and 68 in Tallahassee. Temperatures into the inland areas, mid to upper 70s in Sebring, Lake Placid, and Arcadia at 75 degrees right now. Cortez, you're at 71. The Gulf water temperature is 74. Venice, 73. And Northport, a couple degrees warmer. Well, you'll see as this map moves, most of the rain, and it is rain, moving in through the Ohio Valley into West Virginia, and then it changes over to snow. There's another quick hitter system behind it, moving through the central Rockies, which will bring some snow, some moderate to heavy snow at times into Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. But that doesn't happen really until right there, Sunday, Christmas Eve, and into, it looks like, on into Monday. Well, for boaters tomorrow, I mentioned not bad with the exception of the fog. That should read Saturday, by the way, and seas running 1 to 2 feet. Smooth conditions out there. Sunset just had it. Sunrise will be at 7:17. And the forecast for the next 7 days looks like this. So tomorrow, a little bit of fog and then sunshine to partly cloudy conditions in the afternoon. Christmas Eve looks good. Most of it. We'll see an increase in clouds late in the day, especially Sunday night. A slight chance for a shower or two. That continues on Monday morning. Now, Monday morning, it could be a few showers. Temperatures will fall, but really still slightly above average on Monday. It's 74. Our average high right around 72. But look at this. Quickly warms it right back up. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Another front approaches on Friday of next week. Of course, we'll have much more coming up after this.
First out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
This holiday season, share the greatest gift of all, peace of mind. Nobody beats Subaru in service quality, vehicle quality, and overall quality. And ALG named Subaru the 2017 top brand for residual value. Now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback, for just $229 a month. Or get 0% financing with zero down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter mile north of University Parkway.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
I'm Alan Cohn. Happy holidays. A former congressman talks about the lost art of bipartisanship at the trapezoid.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Sarasota police and deputies from the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office enjoying a Cops versus Kids game of kickball this afternoon. Kids and staff at the Newtown Estates Boys and Girls Club challenging SPD and the Sheriff's Office to the kickball game as a rematch from their first game earlier this year. Boys and Girls Club says it's a great way for the kids to interact with officers in the community.
I like for my kids to interact with the officers because I want them to know that they all are our friends. They're here to protect us. They're not to hinder us or cause us problems, but they're here to be our friends and also keep us safe at all times.
It was a one-time thing, and not everybody could do it, so you might as well do it if you can.
By the way, the kids beat the Cops 4-2 in today's game, so they now hold the bragging rights.
What a great idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Day off, and they're having some fun out there. Nice weather to do it, too.
Beautiful today.
That's my favorite class in grade school, kickball. I love kickball. I love this weather, too. I think most people do. Temperatures will be into the upper 70s again tomorrow to near 80 degrees, although some may be wanting some cooler weather to get them into that season. Yeah. It may be here by just the end of the year, so we may start off 2018 more normal as far as that goes.
That sounds good. Right. Thank you, Bob. Thank you so much for joining us. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We'll see you again at 11.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Make your holiday season extraordinary with a visit to your local Alfa Romeo dealer. Experience affordable Italian-crafted luxury and world-class performance. Like our 2018 Giulia, just announced as the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. MSRP starting at $37,995. Or drive home in the 2018 Stelvio SUV. MSRP starting at just $41,995. Premium comfort and excellent handling, even in the most challenging conditions. Now's the time to shift into season and reward yourself this holiday. Come in and see us today.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Listen to this important message. If you owe money to the IRS, you will want to hear this. The IRS is cracking down on those who owe back taxes. They send out devastating letters, garnish paychecks, and even put liens on your home or business. You may have heard of it. It's called enforced compliance. Penalties and interest compound daily on your back taxes, putting you under a mountain of debt. Tax 10,000 has years of experience connecting people with tax resolution specialists who will negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Working through the IRS Fresh Start program, they will handle all the necessary forms and can negotiate a tax settlement with the IRS. It's that simple. And if you qualify, you may end up saving thousands of dollars, finally ending your financial stress. Now is the time for a fresh start. Now is the time to call Tax 10,000. 800-699-3188. That's 800-699-3188. Call now.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
If you're looking for a rewarding job you'll love, good news. The perfect job is just a click away. Go to mysuncoast.com/job of the day. It's that easy. Stop searching and go to mysuncoast.com/job of the day to find the perfect job for you.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.